right, let's shift over from the weather to something else. A little bit of culture, a little bit of history here. We have a legendary figure in the Philippine comics making a big comeback.
Filipino readers will surely gasp for breath as we follow Agent 13 in another one of his dangerous, romantic, and hilarious adventures. And we have with us live in the studio, Damy Velasquez III, creator and writer of the new DI-13 comics. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Russia.
Good morning, Charles.
All
Good
right.
morning, Shawn.
Good morning. Okay, Damy, let's just put everything in context. So you are the next Damy. So
yes.
the first Damy was the one who conceptualized Agent 13, right?
Yes.
So what made you decide to carry on this tradition that parang it's almost parang naging family business?
But because the DI-13 comics, was already forgotten, compared to other characters like Darna, Captain Barbell, etc. So that's why I decided, okay, one day I have to continue his legacy, my grandfathers, because they were the ones who actually jump-started the Philippine comics industry. Damy, my grandfather, together with his brother, Tony Velasquez, who created Kenkoy.
Okay, so Ian, tell us more about Agent 13, the Agent 13 back then, and what changes have been made to the character, if any, to make it suitable to the more modern comic book viewers, readers.
Yeah, okay. So Agent 13 is actually a secret agent, similar to James Bond, but he preceded James Bond because Agent 13 or DI-13 was first published in Filipino comics in 1947 in the first issue.
1947. That makes him older than James Bond by almost a decade, yeah?
So DI-13. So DI-13 is actually a play with Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy, DI-13. Dick Tracy, DI-13.
I was going to say, what does DI stand for? Detective Investigator?
But really, the DI means Department of Investigation. So, and then he's Agent 13.
Kind of like M60, Agent,
MI6.
MI6.
Yeah, MI6.
M16 is a gun. What am I thinking?
Yeah, you were close.
If MI6 has James Bond, the IMF has Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
Way back, we already had Agent 13 under the Department of Investigation.
Right.
So that's very interesting. And, it's very timely also that we come out with this because not only is it, we still have this fascination with the secret agents and that whole world. And at the same time, we can rehash some of our more original comic book content, right? So what are the types of adventures that Agent 13 goes on?
Actually, the genre of DI-13 is detective mystery. So issue number 0, the one that I just released this month, actually is a teaser. So they have to read this first in order to buy issue number 1.
To fully understand.
So it's
an origins kind of thing. That's what we call it now, right, Charles?
So that's why I started with issue number 0, and then issue number 1 would be released in November, in time for the Grand Comic Con on November 17 and 18. Okay,
so these new stories are conceptualized by you.
Yes.
So can you give us a sneak peek on what we can? Are you waiting for the Comic Con for the big reveal?
Okay. Just for one news, right?
Okay.
Just for rush hour. Okay, DI-13, the new DI-13 actually is both a modern update as well as a continuation of the original. So I've integrated a few elements in the original. Actually, the new DI-13 is the grandson, just like me. So that's why.
So it's a different guy.
Yes, it's the new. So it's set in contemporary modern times, contemporary Philippines.
So they have cell phones and stuff.
Yes, that's why if there are things here not present in the past, so I hope the readers would appreciate those who bought during the Indicate Comic Con last August 4, because I launched this on August 4.
Okay. Just like last week,
right?
So we're seeing more and more of Filipino comic book writers coming to the forefront. Now, what are the typical challenges that you would now face? Like there's the Marvel, there's the DC, that's commonplace among comic book fans in the Philippines. How do you intend to penetrate this market?
Firstly, the market first that I'm trying to penetrate is the local market. And hopefully we will have an international edition because this is in Filipino.
Okay.
Since it's a continuation of
and you consciously decided to make that decision to stick with Filipino or national language.
Yes, actually before I released this I was having a
dilemma.
Okay, would I market this to the millennials who like English, or would I stay true to the roots of DI-13.
So what made you definitively go with I'm sticking to the original Filipino?
Because I told myself, okay, if it's Filipino originally, I'll just stick to it because it's really a continuation. Because the agent, the new Agent 13 is the grandson also. Just like what's happening. So I'm actually trying to continue the legacy. There's just parallel between life and art.
Art imitates life, life imitates art, and the chicken and the egg, right? So, okay, so far, how many stories have you written? And I'm actually really curious. Do you have a day job, or are you full time, like going into this graphic novel?
I'm going full time because my previous work, I was a professor for a university for 20 years, and I retired in December. So I decided, okay, I have to do this. Give honor to my family and some other stuff.
Well, okay. Well, we're so excited for the Comic-Con, and I guess we'll find out what that story is. So walang spoilers dito, no? Except alam na natin, Filipino siya. Thank you for coming on the show, Ian. Damy Velasquez III, creator and writer of the new DI-13 comics, which will be launched in November 01, right?
Number 1, and
Number
0
one.
it's already available.
And where can we buy that, real quick?
It's still shipping, but hopefully I'm trying to talk. I'm talking to the popular comic book shops.
To start carrying. But for now, they can like find you online and just order one.
For now, what we can do is get one to read, get one to keep, and have him sign both.
That's a very smart idea. You're such a fanboy, Charles.
I'm actually ready.
There you go.
He's ready with his man. All right,
Gold
cool.
Sharpie.
On that note, we will now pause for a quick break while we get our autographs. The MMDA, though, right after the break, will be